Hey there Internet, happy Sunday. Today I am super happy to be unboxing the new Kodak PixPro Orbit. Just so you know, this video today is going to be totally biased. Kodak sent me this camera for free. I'm going to be taking a look at it for the next 2 weeks. I also looked at their beta camera version of this a couple months ago and was helping them to develop it a little bit. And I also went with them to Vegas in January to help promote this camera. So I have a t-shirt on right now that is on the camera. Totally biased review today. But I am going to be pretty honest about my feelings on it because I'm not taking this camera home. I'm doing this because I want to test out the live streaming capabilities of it. And also, speaking of that, I am live streaming right now using the Insta360 ONE. I'm doing a test of it, so I actually can see it on my phone right here, as you can see. And I've tethered in this wire so that way I can power the camera a little bit more using this battery, which is also tethered to it. In case you didn't know, this is a 360 video, so feel free to look around at any point during this video and check out my messy apartment. And I'm going to start to unbox this camera and talk a little bit about it. So yeah, to give you my background, I am a 360 filmmaker, and I have loved Kodak's other 360 products so much. Big fan of their dual camera, the Kodak PixPro 4K camera. This one is 4K res, but the big qualm I have with it is the fact that it doesn't do 30 frames a second. It only does 24 frames, and I think live streaming it does even less. I think it does 15. So I'm interested to just see how it comes out, how well it streams. And yeah, if you have any questions about this camera, feel free to write me a comment below. Once again, I'll be shipping this camera back to them in a couple weeks, so I'm going to be trying to be very careful with the boxing. Normally I just like destroy these boxes and rip them up, and today I'm going to be very conscious of that. So if this takes a while for me to unbox, know that's the reason why. Alright. So inside here you got this box, which has your warranty, your manual, lens cloth. This is super important. Love these lens cloths coming in every one of these. What else do we got in this one? You got a nice little case for it. Love the little case, Kodak. It's cute. Got a cool little tripod. I'm getting text messages. This tripod is actually really nice. Seems pretty stable. Got a lot of stuff in my hands right now. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then you can also have it like that. It should stay upright. Cool. Seems like you also have something there where if you want to attach this on, so this way it won't go, you won't lose it. Nice little tripod there, Kodak. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, sticker. Love the stickers. Now hold on to that. That's not coming back. Alright, so all this warranty information I'm going to keep in this one. Yeah, if you guys write me a comment, I should be able to pull it up on the computer and see it below. So feel free to write me a comment and I will write you back right away. So you got your USB power. This thing, I don't know if that's for protective lens caps. Those are nice. Clamp, leash thing, more power charging things. Ooh, your battery. I believe the battery with this Orbit is different than the batteries with the Kodak dual cameras. Not 100% certain on that, and I will test it out for you guys, so we'll see. There's also a little remote in here and a battery charger. So I'm going to start to charge this battery just in case my other batteries don't work. But I'm pretty confident my other batteries are going to work, but I can't remember exactly in January. It was a crazy time in Vegas, but I think there was something. It needed to be a separate battery that we had on the charger. At least that was maybe for those beta cameras. I don't know if that's the case now. Alright. So here you go. You got your nice little battery for it. Alright, so you pop that on the charger, and then you can plug your charger in using this, I think. There's a lot of different ways you can charge these things. Yeah, I guess this is the key here. So much plastic. Okay, here we go. Alright, so you just snap that guy. There we go. Nope. Still not quite there. Come on, man. Alright, well, you know what? I don't really need that. I'm just going to plug this into my computer. So that should be enough charge for it. Take these little crazy European pieces, put them back in there. Alright, here we go. Alright, so there's the simple way for charging your battery. Recommend you do this as soon as you get your camera. That way you can play with your camera right away. Alright. Now let's get the camera part of it. Ooh, it's in this nice little case in there. And now I need to somehow figure out how to get that out. Alright, they could have made this a little bit simpler with the unboxing. Not gonna lie. This is pretty complicated. Or I'm just really dumb. It might just be Sunday morning dumbness, but I'm not understanding how I can get this. Here we go. Quite the unusual way to get your camera out of the box, but I'll take it. Okay. Alright, so here we go. The Kodak Pix Pro Orbit. Once again, I had the honor of playing with the beta version of this camera. I was going to put together a beta video, and then the software all changed. But back when I had this, it was, instead of a serial number there, it just said Orbit 2. So that was pretty cool. So basically you open your Orbit, you got a lock on there, you unlock it, and then you push that lever down, and the side compartment pops open. It's a little bit different from their other model where you would get the battery on the bottom. I kind of like the bottom a little bit better, just because then you can plug it in and charge it for longer. But even the Insta360 is having the power come in from the side, as you can see in this video. So that doesn't bother me so much. Ooh, it looks like they added some more different ports in here since the last time I saw it. You have one for a microphone, you have one for HDMI if you want to do live streaming, connected to a computer or TV, and you have one with the USB. So one thing that I found really fun when I was doing this is we connected it in and we were able to do a live stream straight to the TV. I'm going to try and do that now. I don't know if I have the HDMI mini. In fact, I'm almost positive I don't, but I'm going to look into this and see if I could do that. If I can, I'm going to try and do it. Also going to try and live stream with this guy later today. So keep your eyes out for that if you're interested in seeing more footage shot with this actually today instead of just an unboxing video. So you got to be very careful with it, but whenever you use the camera, you take off your lenses, and you can see here little tiny lens on that side, and on this side big fisheye lens. And the reason they did this is this camera is actually more detail oriented. This should be the camera that you're really positioning your main action that's happening in the scene in that 180, and then this is more peripheral. And they did that because that kind of gives more of the fisheye look, while this kind of gives more detail and sharpness and better color balance. So cool design feature. I don't know of any other 360 camera that does this. And I'll take off this piece just so you can see it a little bit better what I'm talking about. So you see right there, you have one fisheye. Oh no.
My web search turned something up for right there in one fisheye.
Screw you, Suri. Okay, we're still live streaming. I thought that dumb iPhone thing was doing something. And you see there at the other lens. Might not be perfect focus. And there you can really see sort of the big fisheye and then the tiny lens. See the difference? Kind of cool. Anyway, I am a huge fan of this design. They told me that they went from the black coloration to the white also because for heat dispersion, and I think it's a good idea too because often I'll set up a 360 camera like this one, which is dark. people don't tend to see it and knock right into it. With this sort of design, I think it's going to last a lot longer. You're also going to be able to see it easier in your apartment if you're like running to get it. So cool design there. I'm going to put these back on there because I'm not planning to shoot anything just yet. I always suggest leaving these lens caps on up until the moment you're about to film. And I'll also show you what else we got here. So you got your 4 different microphones there. You see the little dots on the top. And then there are 2 others on this side. That always seemed to get pretty good audio for me whenever I was doing my vlogging. So I'm hoping this one will also have pretty good audio. But in addition, you also have the ability to plug in another audio jack there, which is kind of cool. Maybe I'll test around with that. On this side, you have your mode button. You have a Wi-Fi button. And just beautiful little Kodak logo. On the top you got your power, Bluetooth, and record button. The Bluetooth is just a symbol. I don't know why they put that there. But yeah, I'm going to try and test out this with one of the other Pix Pro batteries I have. Oh, and I need an SD card. It's a little 64 gigabyte SD card here, and I have 2 different types of batteries. One are the official Pix Pro batteries. The other ones, which I highly recommend, are Wasabi batteries. These ones go for a little bit longer in terms of the battery life, so I like the Wasabi ones. Not just because I'm a big fan of sushi. That was a joke. Not sure if that one went over. Yeah, I'm not really great at these live streams because I often don't script out what I'm going to say beforehand. I just kind of wing it. But feel free to write me a comment if you find my comments entertaining. So you pop your card in there. I often use a pen to do this. Just helps me out personally. Yeah, I don't know if these are going to be the same battery type. Let's see. Looks like it's fitting in there quite okay. I'm going to take this little piece of tape off. On the other ones you might need tape to keep it secured in there. This one it might need something more on the side, but let's see. I just pop it in, pop that, and let's see if we can turn it on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it needs to be these specific batteries. That's kind of a bummer. I have like a ton of these other batteries that I bought ages ago, and now it's like I would need to buy a whole nother battery type. Let me just try it with one other one just to make sure. Maybe it's just the Wasabi kind. So here's the other one. Pop that in. Seems like it fits in there perfect though, so it's kind of like a little bit misguiding, but it's probably just not enough juice. Oh, this one turns on. Maybe this one was just dead. Alright, so immediately when you get your camera, you get to set the date on it. I'm going to set the date right now. It is not May. It is October 1st? Wow. Oh no, I went the other way. There we go, 1st. I hate that noise off the bat. I'm going to turn this off right away. Card is not formatted. Oh shit. Format the card then. What you waiting for? So, it's pretty simple how to use it. That's your enter button. These are your up and down arrows. Very simple and easy. You have 2 different modes. You have VR mode, which I believe is the one where it stitches it for you, and then there's RAW mode, where you can get better access. Oh, I turned the Wi-Fi button. Whoops. Exit the Wi-Fi connection. I did not want to do that. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So if I hit the mode button, we now are in the menu. I can go up and down. I'm going to go into this one with the gears. See if I can, yeah, there's our audio. I'm going to turn that off because I hate that noise. Yeah. So now it's off. That's good. One thing done. What else do we got? It says December 31st. I don't know what this means. Oh, that's our date thing again. Weird. It has the December 31st is the thing. We already formatted a card. What else do we have here? We might want to update our software, see if we have the latest version. We're at firmware version 1.12. I'm guessing when I connect to Wi-Fi, it's going to tell me what's up. So let's see if we can get to the next phase here and see what else we got. HDMI playback, that's if I want to connect it in. And then this other menu that looks like a clipboard with an arrow. Let's click that one. Or that's just going back. So you pretty much have your gears or your exit or the camera mode. So you click on the camera mode one and you have VR mode, and then you have this other mode, 3, 8, 40, 1920, 15 frames a second. I think that's the raw mode. That's the actual full raw version mode. So what else do we got here? You have, I think this is your color palette. I don't know what these mean. Black and white, V, X, auto white balance. You got your EV, so if you want to up it in terms of the exposure. If I hit the VR one, dome mode, front mode, or VR mode. So I'm going to go the VR mode. I think that's the right mode to be in. And then this one, let's see if we can up this. There we go. So you have a couple different settings here. If you go 1920, you can get the 30 frames out of it. You go up to 3840 by 1920, you can only get 15 frames. That's kind of a bummer. But then you go up to 3840 with these two loops in there, which I think says it's going to auto stitch, and it will do 24 frames. So let's do that one and just see how this auto stitch stuff works today. You also have an audio thing. I don't know what this is really for. Weird. I don't know. There's arrows. I don't know what that means, Kodak. Okay. I'm going to have to look this up a little bit more, like actually read the menu, which I never do. But, alright, so we should be now in like a good shooting mode. And now I'm going to connect it with their little selfie stick and try and get a single shot with this guy and just see how it comes out. Alright, so you connect it in, get out your lens cloth, very important. Take off your lens caps, also very important. Okay, do one last little wipe of your lenses to make sure they're pretty and good. And then you just hit your record button at the top. It starts blinking. Starts doing a countdown, now it's recording. Hey there, so this is my first test with the Kodak Pix Pro Orbit. This is a new camera by Kodak, Pix Pro. It does 4K res, 24 frames, auto stitched, and I'm testing out that mode right now. I have the tiny lens on me right now with the big fisheye going the other way, and now I'm going to do a second shot where I'm going to flip it and just see how those two different things look. Alright, so there's my first test. Now I'm going to flip it and do it this way. Hey there! So now this is the fisheye side of the Kodak. You might notice I look a little bit more distorted than I did before with the other lens. Here's the other shot again, just so you have that comparison. Cool. Alright, so obviously I need to take this guy out and start playing with it on the street. And I will try and do a live stream with this later today, because that is the main reason they sent it back to me, to do more testing with. And hopefully the live stream will be pretty good. We'll see. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today. Please subscribe. Check out some of my other 360 videos. Feel free to write a comment if you have any questions. And have an amazing Sunday. And just an amazing day, if it's not Sunday when you're watching this. Alright, turning it off now. Bye. Oh, didn't shut off. But, just so I can show you. Well, oh, I completely forgot. Can't forget this. The video is not over yet, folks. I want to thank the V-Skull folks. These folks have sent me the most effective way to solve virtual reality health concerns. They sent me this mask here. So basically you put this thing on over your head, and they say this is the best way to do VR and not get exposed to anything. Something like that. So, I don't know. Do I look crazy? Might look a little crazy. But, But yeah, they sent me a ton of these, so thank you guys so much. I'm gonna give these to my students, or I might just hold on to them for my demos. So yeah, thank you guys again, and thank you Kodak for sending me this camera. Amazing camera, I really appreciate it. And have an amazing day. And again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Peace.